让许多威士忌迷津津乐道的斯贝赛，顾名思义，指的是 River Spey 这条大河流过的区域，尤其是清晨时分的斯贝河谷上，真是苏格兰最疗愈的风景了。斯贝赛的名称能够远远传播到几千公里外的亚洲，必须归功于隐藏在大河两岸的酿酒厂。当年酿酒人为了避税，躲到山区里酿酒。1823年，英国政府重新制定消费税，这些蒸馏厂才陆续取得执照，从非法转为合法。除了历史因素，这里还拥有来自斯贝河的优良水质，孕育优质大麦的肥沃土壤，以及让威士忌稳定熟成的凉爽潮湿气候。一直到今天，这些天然条件从来没有改变过。这一天，我们来到斯贝河畔，遇见一人两狗在岸边缓缓散步。河岸旁边是一栋绿色小屋。
This is my office, my fishing hut, or cabin as people like to use it as a retreat for our fishing guests come and have a nice lunch and relax by the riverside, warmth and cosy on a cold snowy day. My job here is Macallan is the gillie, and the gillie's job is my role is to look after people who come fishing, to help them catch fish and give them a full experience of the Macallan estate. We have a lot of fish in the river, different points of the river and different times of the year. So my favourite month is coming up here in Speyside, which is May. And the old saying in Scotland is May on the Spey. Perfect.
憨厚幽默的 Robert 说，他一辈子只做过一份工作，就是河岸管理员，做了25年也不觉得厌烦。Robert 还告诉我们已经进到赫赫有名的麦卡伦园区里。这个酿酒厂是斯贝河区第一批取得酿酒执照的古老酒厂。但是看看四周，只有景色纯净的斯贝河与一片原始森林。难不成观光客来到这里只是为了钓鱼吗？告别了可爱的 Robert， 我们上车继续往前，眼前居然出现一群造型很特别的高地牛。这种高地牛有长刘海和奇特牛角，是原产于苏格兰的品种，特别能忍受严苛的气候，还能吃掉老的植物，帮忙提升草场品质。没想到在麦卡伦园区里面还有这样一群宝贝。离开牛群往前走，又出现一栋很眼熟的建筑物。想了半天，原来在大部分麦卡伦出品的酒标上都可以看到这栋庄园的图像。这时，一台车开到了庄园前方，一位优雅的女士下车走进庄园。
So I'm Maura Gralf, and I'm Visit and Hospitality Manager here at the Macallan at Easter Elke's house. And I welcome guests all over the world, from all over the world, to come and experience the visit to the distillery and all that goes with it, and the hospitality in Easter Elke's house. Everyone who comes to Macallan recognises Easter Elke's house, because of course it is in all the labels, it's in all the packaging. It's very much the spiritual home of the Macallan, very much an iconic photograph on every advertisement or video. You can see Easter Elke's house, and people are so excited to come here and finally see the house for real. And many photographs are taken outside it, and then we're absolutely delighted to welcome people in to really experience the true Macallan hospitality. The house was built in 1700, and it was built for the Grant family. Captain John Grant built the house in 1700, and he built this as a vacation holiday home. His main residence was much further down the coast. And then it wasn't until 1961 it came up for sale, and the Macallan directors, way back in those days, very early days of Macallan, they decided what a wonderful opportunity to buy the house and all the land surrounding her right down to the river. It was a ruin. It was a complete ruin when they bought it. Until 1985, until it was completed, resurrected and brought back to the wonderful family-style home that it once was. So we're not open to the public to come in. This is exclusively by invitation only for our good customers, our partners we work with all around the world. So on average, probably about 1,000 people coming through Easter Elkie's house and enjoying all we have to offer over the course of a year. I love Easter Elkie's house. I love the views from the house. Every day, if the weather is different, you look out the back window, you see one view with the sun. You wait a little while later in the afternoon, you look out the front here, you see a completely different skyline. It truly is a beautiful, beautiful house. I don't think I could say there's even one room that I like.
趁着今天天气好，Rob 决定亲自开车带我们在园区里逛一逛。原来麦卡伦园区的总面积有390英亩，大概是75个小巨蛋那么大。他们还保留了相当广的土地种植大麦，去年的已经收成，现在才刚刚播完种。酿威士忌需要富含矿物质的纯净水源，酒厂旁边有长达1.5英里的斯贝河，水源不予匮乏。园区的另一头，则是占地广大的橡木桶集货区和连绵不绝的储酒仓库。酿造威士忌所需要的元素，在这里齐聚一堂，一个都没有少。走着走着，突然发现庄园旁边隐藏一栋庞然巨物。流线型的屋顶与周围的大自然几乎融为一体。走近一看，原来是麦卡伦刚落成的新蒸馏厂。如果说庄园呈现的是过去的光辉岁月，那么全新的蒸馏厂应该就代表了麦卡伦今后的愿景和希望。
We decided to build the new Macallan distillery visitor experience, partly because we wanted more people to be able to enjoy the Macallan around the world. The brand is the #1 single malt by value in the world, and we really wanted to produce more so that more people could enjoy it going forward because we're growing very fast. The second thing is that we thought in this area of outstanding beauty in Speyside that we had a great opportunity to build an outstanding brand home for the future, something that really positions the brand the way we see it as the ultimate luxury spirit to be sold in the leading cities all around the world.
为了打造新酿酒厂，麦卡伦投入1.4亿英镑的巨资，换算成新台币大约是56亿元。请来正在打造台湾桃园机场第3航厦的国际知名建筑事务所操刀。设计重点就是在尊重斯贝塞天然景观的前提下，建造融合自然的永久建筑物，而且要展现他们的品牌价值。过去这几年，这项大型工程在苏格兰变化多端的气候下缓缓进行。设计师用1800根单梁、2500个屋顶构件和38万个独立构件，组成了世界上最复杂的木造屋顶。屋顶上种植了草皮，开窗引入明亮天光，完全贴合环保永续的趋势。 另一方面，麦卡伦也向全球最知名的蒸馏器制造公司福赛斯订购了36支全新的蒸馏器。麦卡伦的蒸馏器是斯贝赛地区最小巧精致的尺寸。全新的蒸馏器与1950年的版本形式完全一样，由1支9支蒸馏器对应2支烈酒蒸馏器，组合而成的36支蒸馏器分成3组，被放置在3个圆形内，在视觉上构成对称的协调性。各种复杂管线井然有序地分布在周围，展现气势磅礴的工艺设计之美。除了摆放蒸馏器的圆形工作间，另一个大圆则把蒸馏间与游客体验中心以全透明的玻璃紧密结合在一起，打破以往两者明显区隔的模式，让游客可以最直观地欣赏威士忌的蒸馏工艺。
It's a truly, truly magical experience, a wonderful building, and a building that truly speaks to the Macallan and its ultimate luxury.
一进门就看到以上千瓶威士忌组成的透明酒墙，帅气的导览员拿着平板电脑现身，跟着他走上2楼。体验区分成6大区块，被麦卡伦视为生产高水准威士忌基石的6大标注，在这里画成摸得着、听得到、看得见的实体，跟以往只有静态解说的酒厂体验完全不同。
So what we have here is an exact model replica of Easter Elkis House that still sits on the grounds here. Alexander Reid was very important, and in the year 1824 he got his license to distill here, and that was the first legal batch of spirit that was distilled on the land. In the year 1892, a gentleman called Roderick Kemp joined the company, and he's what we call the founding father of Macallan. He gave us the name Macallan, and he led us to the company that we are today. You may have noticed that the stills that we have in the distillery themselves are actually very small. They have a 3,900 litre capacity, which is amongst the smallest in production in Scotland. We've got four varieties of casks up, and they've all had different flavours and smells added in. So this is an opportunity to try out, see if you can notice the different smells and the different flavours that will come through. Yeah.
Up to 80% of all Macallan whisky is derived, the character is derived from the oak casks. So 80% of the majority of Macallan's character comes from our casks. We do 100% natural colour, so we don't add any caramel for consistency, which is why our team of whisky makers are charged with such a difficult task to manage that natural colour. And the only way they're able to do that is by having such exceptional casks that we source right back into Spain with our Master of Wood. We work very closely with our cooperages, our bodegas, and we have a very high specification for our casks because we know we need to meet 100% natural colour.
其实刚刚参观的每一个项目都暗藏了动态机关，只不过酒厂希望我们能卖个关子，等你亲自到现场的那一天才能揭开谜底。
This is a 5-year project, 3-year build, and probably a 6 or 7 year thinking.
这个新厂已经在去年12月酿出第一滴酒。全面生产之后，麦卡伦的产量将增加1/3。我忍不住向这位首席酿酒师打探更多关于酿威士忌的秘密。
The architects of Rochester and Harbour took the idea of how do we showcase the stills? Because the stills, with our curiously small stills, we've got a very select small cut in our distillation process. So they wanted to really showcase that, and they came up with this principle of the circular arrangement, as you said, evolved our technology in terms of matching our old distillery to our new environment, but working with the architects to really showcase the things that are important for the Macallan. We're nearly 200 years old. We started distilling way back in 1824. So there's a lot of history, a lot of heritage, a lot of knowledge, a lot of skill sets already here. And I think it's about embracing those and then laying on top the new consumers, the future consumers, and trying to understand what they need from a brand such as Macallan.
知道了威士忌背后的秘密，我很好奇，这位首席酿酒师会怎么建议品饮威士忌呢？
My principle on this is drink it how you want to drink it. I personally enjoy mainly with a drop of water, not too much, depending on which whiskey I'm trying. So if you look at Macallan, we've got our triple cask range, our double cask and our sherry. They all do different things, they've all got different characters. I think if you've tried whiskey before, I think go for sherry. The sherry 12, nice dried, rich dried fruits, slightly cinnamon, big root ginger characters in there. But if you've not actually tried any whiskies before or whatever, maybe the triple cask range as a highball, for example, might be a great entrance and start to showcase and start to appreciate that understanding of whiskey.
2018年6月2日，麦卡伦宣布新蒸馏厂正式落成，并在5月底邀来全球贵宾举行盛大的开幕仪式。在那之前，麦卡伦小心翼翼保护所有关于新酒厂的讯息，就是为了给人们一个惊喜。新酒厂的完工看起来仅仅是麦卡伦未来计划的一部分。园区里四处大兴土木，新的办公室、仓库都蓄势待发。旧酒厂则处于暂时封存的冬眠状态，里头一桶桶珍贵的美酒，就像睡美人一样，静待有王子来唤醒她的美好。